Right guys and girls, Mark Crossfield here, and this is my Ask Golf Guru channel. So if you're not subscribed already, give it a subscribe. I'm answering your golf questions weekly. You got any golf questions, post them in the comments and I will come to as many as I can and you might feature on the channel. Great question here by Matthew asking, this is via Twitter, he is asking best way of warming up rather than taking the first 3 holes to do it. Great question. I use a combination of swinging, hitting shots, and dynamic stuff to warm up nowadays, where it used to just all be just hitting shots. So dynamic stuff, I'm talking, you know, like I'm doing star jumps. I will try and jog a little bit and then do a few sprints. I'll actually try and get my body, my heart, the blood flowing by doing some physical stuff. Just swinging the golf club, what I found is it just takes too long to actually get warm. So even though you hit shots in the net on the practice area, you know, it takes a good hour to get kind of warm enough almost to go out on the golf course, it felt like, because you start with some pitches and then you build up and up and up and back down. Well, I found if I do dynamic work, so actual physical body work, jogging, sprinting, star jumps, kind of stretches. I do a lot of these kind of kicks to get these around my hips all moving, parts of me that might start to ache if I don't get them moving. I even do them on the course. If you like wait on a hole and you start kind of old man creaking up a little bit, stretch it out. So I do lots of those kind of things, and also in my wrists as well using the golf club. So I find myself doing a lot of that more now than I used to, which is a great way of warming up. When it comes to actually hitting shots, so once I feel like I am warm, I'm going to start hitting basically a few medium irons. That's how I like to start. So this is an 8 iron and I'm just going to try and start feeling some strikes. So I want to feel the club, connect with the ball in a way that feels comfortable, that if I get any kind of iron around a medium range, 6, 7, 8, 9s, I'm going to have something to reference today that feels like that when I hit it. So it gives me confidence. But also in that practice, I will try and mix it up with some funky shots. So I might hit some kind of like little pitches out under trees with my 8 iron as well. So I'm going to hit some block practice to get some feels of strikes. I might hit some shapes if there's certain holes I feel like I want to hit a certain shot on. And I'll do a few kind of half shots as well, just to think, right, I'm probably going to get in the trees today and I might need to chip out. Can I do it still? What does it feel like? Because I might not have hit a chip out for the last 4 rounds, which could be 2 months ago. And I'll do this moving through clubs. So this club is a club that I use a lot as I play my 22-degree hybrid, because it's around a 190 to 230 at a push club. So that 200-yard range, which is a common range on the courses I have to play. So I'll hit some shots of this and I'll look for any shapes. So if anything's overdrawing or cutting more than I used to, if I haven't got a swing fork to sort that out, I'll think, okay, I'm going to try and play those shapes today. This club is moving that way. My movement's encouraging those shapes. I'm going to try and bring those shapes out on the course. So I'm going to play what is dealt to me on those days. And then in the hitting ball rounds, I'm going to finish with my driver. On driver, I'm really going to look to recreate first tee shot. So let's say there's trouble on the left, I'm going to do some actions to recreate that. So I'm going to try and hit that shot. So think about where I'm aiming, think about my swing fork to make it not go a certain way, left or right, subject to where the trouble is. I'll do some top speed ones, some middle range speed ones, and then some slower ones as well. So I'm going to go, I've got a bit of room both sides on this swing, so I'm just going to hit one and see what patterns are coming out. So a nice straight one there, which I'll take, and then I'll hit a batch and see if I'm, again, turning them a bit much. Maybe I'll aim a bit further right on the first. What I'm looking for is clues of how to get around that day in the least amount of shots, basically. I'm looking for any kind of indications of different shots that are coming out that I'm going to have to manage. I'm going to more of a full speed one. Again, that's come out quite straight. Usually that one would turn left, so I would think hit a few of the full speeds. Like if I get on a hole where I want to give it full speed, definitely going to aim more down the right. And then I generally finish with a bit of putting, because the putting green is generally closer to the first tee, just to watch a few first tee shots. So I'm working through the clubs, trying to look for patterns that I can take to the course, looking for any shot patterns that might be coming out. But also at the same time, I'm playing some funky shots in there to make sure I could chip out and those kind of ideas, while at the same time doing a lot more actual body movement stuff, not just swinging, to try and get my body ready for the forces that are being pulled on it when I start swinging. Hope that helps. Thanks for the question. You got any other golf questions? Post them in the comments down below. We're here to answer your questions.